Hello, and welcome back to another edition of the Medeek Wall plugin. My name is Nathaniel P. Wilkerson, and today I want to talk a little bit about duplicate walls, or walls that are copied just using the native tools. So to start with, let's go ahead and just create a few walls here. And let's go ahead and just draw a quick four-wall structure. Let's move this over here. We'll just leave it all defaults. All right, throw up the four walls real quick just so we have something to utilize. And let's just throw a couple doors and windows in just because we can. All right, fine, let's put it right there. Okay, all right, good enough. All right, so what we have here is, some basic rectangular walls. So what happens is when people are using the plugins, especially with the wall plugin specifically, a lot of times, a person will come along or designer will come along and design a first floor of their structure. And then, naturally they want to just take all those walls and copy them up a floor and then basically go from there and not have to, basically recreate all the walls. So naturally, copying is a function that we want to be able to do. The problem has been, at least traditionally, is, I can take these walls and copy them, which I'm going to do. I'm just going to grab the walls, go ahead and use the move tool, hit the control key, and just go ahead and drop them right over here. Okay, so yeah, you can use the native tools and you can go ahead and copy these walls, and then you have a copy here. Now, again, the problem with this has been, if you look at each one of these wall panels, and it doesn't matter which one you click, you're going to notice here, up here under entity info, it's going to say group and it's going to say to in model. Okay, so what's happening is basically these two walls right here are sharing the same definition. And unless you break that link or that sharing of that definition, you cannot actually edit these walls once you make this copy. And so traditionally, the way to fix that, of course, is you have to go in, whichever wall you want, doesn't matter. You go in and you change this unique number at the end, and you make it basically, you'll notice they're the same right now, right? Well, we want to make it unique. So we make one of them different than the other, essentially. But of course, even that doesn't quite fix it, because now you have to click into the group. And as soon as you click into the group, you'll notice now that it says only one group in the model. Okay, so that fixes that issue as well. Let's go ahead and undo that, because I want those two to be duplicates, which they are. Okay, so essentially what that entails is you have to go through each one of these walls, you have to rename the entity instance name, and you have to click into each one of these assemblies so that it will break that definition sharing. So which of course, is tedious. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and made it so that if you use the regen tool for these walls, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to regen these walls after I've copied them, and just go ahead and regen wall assemblies. Okay, so now actually if you look now at each one of these walls, if we switch back and forth between these two, you'll notice that the instance name is unique. So what's happening is I've added in a duplicate wall check into the regen module. So basically, once you copy the walls with just using the native tools, you don't have to have any special tool to do that. Just click the walls that you've, and actually you can click these walls or you can click these walls. It doesn't really matter, but whichever ones you want to rename, just go ahead and select those and then right click and then hit the regen wall assembly. And of course it'll regen all four of those. It'll regen whatever you've selected. And what will happen is it will break the shared definition for each wall, as well as assign a unique instance name to each one. And so that of course is only for the regen feature. So once you copy the walls, you do need to regen those walls. Otherwise you will not be able to edit them or make any other modifications. And if you do make modifications, you will instantly see that one of the walls will disappear. But now if we go ahead and edit this wall, let's see, just add change something up here real quick. So we've changed the cladding color, and you can see that this cladding remains the same. So these two, and you'll also notice here that it says one group, one in the model. So we know that these are independent. So basically, that's pretty much it. I mean, there isn't, honestly, it wasn't that hard to fix this either, but it's just a very simple thing that I've made so that we can do wall duplication a lot easier than we've done in the past. And honestly, I really wish I'd thought about this a little bit more and maybe made this update years ago. But sometimes these things, it takes a while for it to percolate. So yeah, we should be able to get walls copied now. And if you want to make a single floor and then copy it to the first, second, third, fourth floors, you should be able to do that quite easily. Again, just remember to regen the walls once you've copied them, and then you should be off and running. All right, well, thank you guys, and if you have any other questions or suggestions, please email me, and I'm always open to ideas. All right, talk to you later.